In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can potentially earn over 100% APY on a stablecoin using ExtraFi and overnight finance. Welcome back to the Blockchain Ben YouTube channel. In today's video, I have a very exciting one for you guys because this is one that I've been biting my tongue trying not to tell you guys about as I have been testing it for a couple of days now. But this is ExtraFi, a lending and farming protocol that is on Base Chain and also the Optimism network. I've been really excited to share this one with you guys because it is going to be a lower risk play. Now, you're not going to be getting crazy APYs like we saw with all those Ponzi schemes way back in the day, but you are going to be getting real world yield from your stable coins. So what more can you ask for? It's a great place just to park some funds. As you can see right here, currently on my USDC, I am earning close to 30% APY, and on my USD Plus, which I'm going to get into in just a second here, almost 60% APY, and this is lower than usual. As you can see right here in the data for the USDC pool, I can click on data, it'll show the 14, 7-day, and 30-day averages. For the 30-day average, it is 42.32% APY. That is absolutely incredible. That is going to equate to roughly 3-ish% per month on your stable coins, which you really cannot find anything better than that. And if you want to see something really juicy, you can come over here to USD Plus, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more, and go to that 30-day chart. You will see 101% APY over the last 30 days. Over the last 14 days, 127.8% average APY. You're getting close to 0.3, 0.4% per day from a stable coin. You really cannot beat that. Like I said, it's a little bit low right now. The way that these are going to be calculated is how much of the pool is currently being lent out. Now, this is going to be lent out into the leveraged farming of this protocol. So ExtraFi is really cool where they allow you to take on leverage and farm. So for example, if you want to farm this wrapped ETH USDC pool, you can take up to 4x leverage with the VE Extra Boost or up to 3x leverage for free and farm wrapped ETH and USDC at a 3 times leverage rate. Now, where are those assets going to come from? They have to come from the lending side of this. So in exchange for getting all this leverage, you're going to have to pay some high interest rates on those loans that you're taking. However, because you're going to be earning so much off of these leveraged positions compared to what you're putting into them, they can charge very high interest rates, close to 40-50% on these, because it still makes sense to farm with some leverage, which I likely am going to be doing here soon. As you can see, for this wrapped ETH USDC pool, the way that this is going to work is you choose your leverage here. Let's say we're just stuck at this 3x leverage. You're going to have your liquidation price here. You're going to be earning roughly 3x the APR. Now, there is going to be that interest that is going to go against it. So as you can see, without any leverage, it would be 68% APR, which is really good. With leverage of that 3x is going to be 204%. Now, after you factor out all of the ETH and the USDC that you have to borrow and the interest rates of that, you are going to be left with 139% APR, which is almost 0.4% daily. Now, I'm going to be doing a bigger breakdown of all this in a separate video with the pools that I'm in and everything for you guys. Really excited to share that video with you. But in today's video, we are just going to be talking about the lending side of this. So that's essentially where you're going to be lending your USDC, your stable coins, your Ethereum, whatever you want to lend, you can lend it over here, and people are going to be paying crazy interest on these because it makes sense to be mining with this kind of leverage or farming with this kind of leverage, because you can get up to 0.5% a day on an ETH and USDC pool. That is absolutely ridiculous. Some of these pools, of course, you have to look at these. You don't really know what any of these tokens are, so you have to take them with a grain of salt, but very solid pools over here. So I encourage you guys to check that out as well. But if you want a good place to harvest some of your stable coins, highly recommend ExtraFi right now. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Everything in crypto and DeFi is insanely risky, guys. So please never invest more than you can afford to lose at any point in time, because it's really, truly a casino. But personally, I have some of my money in here. Now let's talk about this USD Plus, because I'm certain many of you guys have not heard of this token before. Now this comes from Overnight Finance. This is a newer protocol that is also on a bunch of different networks. Now I found out about this just a couple days ago, and my mind has been blown. This is a really, really cool protocol. So they're on the Optimism, Arbitrum, ZK Sync, Linea, Base, BSC, Polygon, and Blast network, and they essentially create these collateralized stablecoins. Now, I know that scares a lot of you guys. I know that, when I first heard that, I was thinking, uh-oh, is this Luna 2.0? But after looking into this a little bit more, there's no governing token like Luna that's being minted in order to print more of the UST and all that nonsense. Now, the way that this is going to work is that they're going to have it 100% collateralized by USDC. Now, because this is technically one where they are going to be using some of that USDC to earn yield to pay back out to people, there are going to be some risks. They do a lot of things to mitigate these risks. I do not have all the time to go through all of this, so I highly recommend you guys come over here. The link will be in the description below for Overnight Finance. You guys do your own research as well. But essentially the way that this is going to work is with that USDC that is collateralizing this USD Plus, they're going to be putting that to work. The first thing that they're going to be doing for some of it is going to be some compounding pools. For example, for the USD Plus on the base chain, you can look at any one of these. It's going to have different stuff for its portfolio, which I really like. So it's very well diversified. Let me come back to the base one. The compound USD BC is going to be roughly about 25% of their portfolio. As we can see here, all the liquidation values are shown. You can click on any one of these, go to the D Bank as well, and it'll show you exactly where it is on chain, so you don't have to worry about it. You can see exactly where all of this is. As we can see, the exact same amount as it was shown there. It's going to show what they're doing with it, how they're lending it out, and the yield that they are earning as well. Next, they have these ETS pools that they are talking about. These are going to be delta neutral pools. Now, it's very complicated. I've been still trying to wrap my head a little bit around it, because it's pretty interesting the way that this works. Essentially, they are limiting their risk by making this a pool where they hedge both sides of the price appreciation and price depreciation, to where they will just be earning the yield from the yield farming. Now, this is going to decrease their profits a lot. They probably could be earning double or 3 times or 4 times what they could be earning, but it is going to make it a lot safer, and that's what you want to look for, especially if this is going to be collateralizing a stablecoin here. So the combination of all of that is going to be a stablecoin that will automatically pay you USDC to your wallet. As you can see here, every single day they pay you out daily profit USDC per USD Plus. Now, it's not going to be anything crazy. It's going to be close to 1/10 of a cent per USD Plus that you own. So that is going to add up rather quickly. For example, if you hold 1,000 USD Plus, you could be earning roughly $1 a day off of that, which is really solid in my book, especially if we are talking about a stable coin. Now, what you do with this after getting your USD, all you have to do is come over to the homepage. You can swap it directly into USD. Now, you can do that on whatever network you want. For the ExtraFi, it is going to be on the base chain. A lot of things are popping on base chain, so if you're not over there, you have to get over there ASAP. You can also mint USD Plus as well if you would like to. You can use any one of those stable coins and mint the USD Plus. I believe you actually have to use USD BC for that, as the other ones will correlate to USDC Plus, and what I'm assuming is DAI Plus. Yes, so they have multiple of these stable coins. It's working out very well for them. I really like this protocol as a whole. I think it's a really, really awesome idea. I think it's very undervalued right now, and I think it's going to turn into something ginormous here in the future. So I might actually be picking up some of their tokens here soon if I could get them on a discount. They have been pumping like crazy. you can also stake those for a lot more yield as well, as you can see there. But I'm not going to open that can of worms today because we're just going to be talking about the lending. So after you get your USD Plus tokens, then all you have to do is come over to ExtraFi, scroll down, click on lending first, scroll down to the lending pools where you will see USD Plus. Now, when you deposit it, the APR is going to go down because the way that this works is it is based off of a utilization percentage. It's based off this curve here. So if you look at this, you can see that, if you have close to 50% utilization, you're only going to be earning 5.4% APY. Very, very low, not worth it at all. However, with how popular ExtraFi is right now, with how many people are using this farming technique with all of the leverage, they are really, really needing more people to lend here. So they're paying ridiculous APYs for all this, and people are willing to pay super high interest rates in order to lend and farm these leverage pools because they're making a lot of money off of it. So the closer that these get to 100% utilization, the higher the APY. So this is going to fluctuate every single day, but let's say we get up to 95% utilization. Not crazy at all because there's a lot of people using this token, pairing it up with OVN to earn ridiculous rewards like 3% per day, which I definitely think I'm going to put a little bit of a bag into there. That will be 124% APY. Currently where we're sitting, we are roughly at about 90% utilization, maybe 91. It's a little bit hard to kind of go through here. Yeah, roughly 91% utilization. That should go up as more people borrow USD Plus. But it should fluctuate anywhere from around 50 to 100, 120% APY. Now, this doesn't come without its risk. Of course, overnight finance, maybe they have some complications in the future. You really never know. This is crypto and DeFi, so don't just think, oh, it's a stable coin, I can place my money in it, I can sit in there forever, because that is not true. You have to make sure that you are constantly monitoring these things, you're on top of it, and you know what is going on, and you know the risk associated with this. Now, the USDC pool is going to be a lot less risky, so you're just lending out your USDC here. Now, you can withdraw these at any time unless if the utilization pool is at 100% or 99% and you got a lot in there and they don't have the room to let you out there. But I don't think that anybody wants to get out if the utilization is at 98% and the APY is at 102%. Nobody wants to get out at that point. They just want to sit in there and earn. I love this. You can withdraw anytime, no lockups, nothing like that, and it's actual real world yield. You don't have to rely off of Ponzi-nomics. You don't have to hope and pray that the dev isn't going to sit there and pull out all the liquidity from under your butt. It's just good, solid yield. That is going to be all for today's video. Super excited to talk a little bit more about liquidity farming as it is popping right now, guys. One more thing, I want to give a huge shout out to Crypto Labs Research. He is a fantastic guy. Been watching a ton of his videos, learning a lot from him. He's been doing this for a while now. Just been popping off on YouTube as of late. And I highly recommend that you guys check out his videos, check out his research, and he does some incredible stuff. Hopefully, maybe him and I can work together here soon, collab on something as well. He does have a lot more subscribers than I do, so I'm definitely a very little fish in this space. But thank you guys so much for watching to the end of this video. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you guys are updated for all things crypto and DeFi. And I will see you all in the next video.